So if you get nothing here, in order to fix this problem, you can simply change the loop here in the calculate total order price from while to for each. So if I say here for each order details as raw. Similarly, with the loop below here, instead of saying while, we need to say for each, and then as order details as raw. Now, if I save and go back to test, let me refresh and click on details. As you can see, it's going to display the orders and we have no problem. Now, if I click on pay now, we will have here a very big problem, which is the collision between the session and the order detail. So here it says total payment is nothing, and then it says you don't have order, and then here it says not paid. So we have a problem. To fix this problem, we need to establish a strong logic here. So here, in order to do this, we need to revisit our code here. And to do this, I'm going to open a PHP script, and then I'm going to say first here, if is set, and then session, if the session total, if we have something in the session, and that session total is not equal to 0, or is not empty. If it's not empty, you can say not empty or not equal to 0, then what we need to do is that we need to display this total amount. I'm gonna copy this line and then remove it, and then I'm gonna paste it here, and then we need to remove all this because we already displayed here. Let me remove all of this, and here we just need to say, here we need to say PHP, and then echo this session, and then we just need to close here. Let me type this from the beginning, and then here semicolon, and then we need to close the PHP, and then here we need to say PHP like this. So this is in case the session is not empty, and in case we have a session, we have something in the session, but we need to remove this code completely now, and we need to display the button. We need also to display the button here. Here we need to display the button like this. So in case the session total is not empty and there's something, and the total is not 0, then we need to display the pay button. Else if we need to say PHP. Let me add this in a new line, PHP, and then if is set, post order status, order underscore status, and order status post order status is not equal if it's set and it's equal to not paid, then we need to say here, we need to open a curly bracket, and here, by the way, we need to close the curly bracket. Let me say here PHP, and then let me close the curly bracket, and this is the first if statement here. And then here, by the way, we need to say else. So I'm going to say here else if, because this is a continuation of the previous code. So we need to say, actually, we need to close the curly bracket here, and we need to remove this completely. We can remove this now. So it's going to say here else if the order is status is not is set and it's not paid, then we need to close the PHP, and then we need here to get this code. Let me get this code, and then let me paste it here, and let me push it. So here we need to display, we need to say if we don't need this now, we just need to display the button. And we need to display the P here, we need to say P, and then total payment, and then PHP, and then echo post order total price, and then semicolon. And don't forget to close the P tag. And finally, I'm gonna close here. I'm gonna say here PHP, and then else if we don't have, if the cart is empty, and if the order is also empty, if the user doesn't have an order, then we need to take the user to another page, or we can display an error message. We can here say PHP, and then close the curly bracket, and here also close the curly bracket, here close the PHP actually, and in between we need to display either an error message or take the user to another page. So let me copy this message, and then I'm going to say here, you don't have an order. That's it. Just you don't have an order. So let me walk you through the code one more time. So now we don't need any of this. We need to remove all of this. Let me now walk you through this logic. So this logic now is very, very clear and well established. Here, in case we have something in the cart, the first thing we check is the cart. If something in the cart, and if the total is set, which means that there is something in the cart, and if that total is not 0, then there is something in the cart, and we need to display the pay button, and we need to display the total amount that the user wants to pay and should pay in order to get the product. And else, if the session is empty, if the user didn't add anything in the cart, then here we need to check if the user came to this page by clicking on this button, by checking one of the orders, the old orders, and clicking on one of these pay buttons. So if that's true, then we need to display the pay button, and we also need to display the total amount that they should pay. Else, if neither of these is correct, then we need to display you don't have an order. Pretty simple. Now let me save and let's test now. Now let me go back and test from the beginning. So let me refresh, and let me click on details. And now if I click on pay now, here it's going to display the total amount, and it's going to display the pay button, pay now. And let's test the other one. So the total is correct, by the way, 155 plus 250. The total is 405, so that's correct. Let's test another order just to make sure that everything is fine. So let me test this order. So this order is 150. If I click on pay now, it's gonna here display 150, and here it says pay now. Now let me add something to the cart. So let me go to the cart, and the cart now is empty. So if I go to the home page and add something to the cart, for example, let me add this product. I'm gonna add this product, buy now, and now the cart has only one product. If I click on checkout, and let me fill out this form. So if I fill out this form and click on place order, as you can see, it's going to display the 149 and pay now button only once, because now this code works perfectly. It's going to check first the cart. If the cart is empty, if the cart is not empty, like in this case, it's going to display the button and the total. Else, if it's empty, then it's going to check the order status if the user came to this page via their account. Else, it's just going to display don't have an order. Let me prove it to you now. If I go to the cart and remove everything from the cart, let me remove everything from the cart, and let me go to the payment page. Now if I go to the payment, let me here say payment.php. Here it should display an error message. As you can see, it's going to say you don't have an error. It's not an error message, it's just a message. You don't have an error. So you don't have an order. So it worked successfully, and now our payment page is perfect, and we can proceed to the next step, which is handling payments.